Check 1, 2. All right. Say something, Sue. Check 1, 2. Okay, we got you. Say something.
Check
Paul.
1, 2.
All right. That sounds good.
We're
All right.
good to go.
Good to go. So here we are, podcast 1. Thank you. My sister told me today I was starting a podcast.
And I'd like to reach out and thank your sister for that.
I don't think that was recorded. Let me see that gesture again. So my sister suggested that while I was visiting my friends, Paul and Sue Celucci, that I should just do a 10-minute conversation with them. So we just finished having some wonderful steaks from Omaha Steaks. And we don't have an endorsement with Omaha yet.
That's true.
But this could be the turning point.
This could be the turning point.
The turning point, absolutely.
And I'd like to just interject for a second here.
Please.
It's really Celucci. Like cello wine.
And
everybody says Celucci and spells it with an S.
Right.
But it's Celucci.
Okay, so it's a good Irish name.
There you go. And I'd like to say, if you ever need a favor, come to me. I can help you out, and you never know, down the road, I might come to you and ask you for a favor.
I think that we call that today a quid pro quo. I think that's the term that's getting kicked around. And I might add that you are absolutely very pure in this element. And I actually have another friend who's very pure in this element. And would you believe my friend Tommy, they call him the Blues Buddha.
The Blues Buddha.
He went to an event called SopranoCon.
SopranoCon?
SopranoCon, yes.
What the hell is that?
Have you ever heard of Comic-Con?
Yeah.
So it's a place where they con comics. I don't know.
That was so bad.
That was bad. I'm sorry. No, so there's SopranoCon where people who love The Sopranos gather together. And
I see what you mean.
I don't know. I don't know if they dress up like Sopranos.
Oh my God.
They probably quote Soprano line, and
well, that's where I kind of got my nickname, Paulie Walnuts.
I was coming to that. You are. I actually really misintroduced you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce Paulie Walnut.
And remember, going back, if you do need a favor,
yes,
I can always settle it with a baseball bat.
All right. So
no problem.
And we're going to keep it real here and say that we met as a result of an unfortunate incident with the U.S. Postal Service, who we also don't have an endorsement from, but boy could use one. My God. Anyway, what happened to rain, snow, sleet, anyway, I remember that I ordered a box of symbols from Sabian, and my friend signed for the box, and then when I got to the house, the box was empty. My friend signed for an empty box, not knowing that it should have had symbols in it. Somebody had sliced the edge, and boom. So I call up Paul.
And I've always been suspicious of this. I've been around a little bit. And, you tend to hear these stories over and over and over,
What is this, like the dog eating your homework? Yeah. The dog eating your homework? True story. That's really what happened. Yeah. I was so distressed, and I didn't know who to talk to. And they told me, well, you got to call Paul Celucci. He's the guy for your area for symbols.
That's right. And somebody said, I don't know if they said LaFrae is going to be calling you or LaFrae is on the phone. And I said, what the hell is a LaFrae?
Oh, that's right, because I wrote Sabian.
Yeah.
I didn't know you yet.
Right.
I didn't know you yet. That's right. And then we talked on the phone.
Yeah.
And I told you my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
And
certainly are.
You sent me some, you were very, very gracious in replacing those symbols for me. That somebody UPS guy.
I might have.
Got some nice pies.
Right. Might have been a drummer and said, hey, I know what these puppies are.
Yeah, and just slice the box open.
Because who walks around with a box cutter?
Well, let's hope it's related to a profession that you want it to be related to.
True.
Because, you know,
That's true.
I do live in New York and things can pop off. But what I really wanted to say was that it's interesting how unfortunate incidences in the moment can bring good fortune.
True.
Because now here I am,
Right?
maybe 12, 15 years later,
Right.
just having enjoyed some more Omaha Steaks. We gotta tag Omaha Steaks for this. And between you and your wonderful wife and partner Sue. So yeah.
Beautiful.
What
Yeah.
do you think about that, Sue?
Wow, that was in-depth thinking.
Yes. Okay. So.
Wine. Ooh.
Yeah. So here we are, and we just we're enjoying a wonderful evening. We're probably gonna really go crazy tonight and watch something on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we should get a Netflix endorsement too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just, stepping out on that one.
Okay. All right.
You know,
So, well, Paul, like, if you were going to pick, as a cymbal guy, as a musician, you came up through the drum industry. You rolled sticks. You played in a strip club.
That's true, LaFrae.
So, like, what are some of the highlights for you?
Well, there were always highlights, traveling across the country in a 12-piece band in 2 vans with everybody and the equipment with no seats. I remember sleeping on top of the van where the roof of the van was probably 2 or 3 inches from my head. That was always a thrill, and continually breaking down with no gas.
Oh, nice.
That was an extra thrill.
It was an extra thrill. And I'm sure in the most loveliest of places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
what kind of music were you playing?
at that time, it was R&B.
R&B. Very nice. Very nice. So we're
R&B
talking the
band.
70s then.
Yeah.
The
Late
70s.
60s, early 70s.
Late 60s, early 70s. Now, you guys also, did you guys meet
In Texas.
in Texas? Were you both working at a
Plant place.
plant?
An interior scape, plantscape, whatever the fuck it is. We put plants in buildings.
Let me just add too that we are drinking Polar Seltzer. Nothing more than Polar Seltzer. So
And Frae has drunken more than her share.
it's
let me
true.
tell you.
I've actually had 3 Polar
Polar
Seltzers.
endorsement.
Polar endorsement. And you know what? I could really use a Polar endorsement because I do enjoy. Hashtag drink seltzer. So you guys met at the plant place.
We did in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. And wow, do you guys remember the moment you first saw each other?
No.
Do you remember the second moment?
What?
I mean,
No.
no? Well, I mean, at some point, you guys got married or something, right? Or something, right? Like, I mean, it's been a minute.
At some point, we did see each other
And you still see each other
Yeah.
today.
on a daily basis.
On a daily basis. So this is good stuff.
Great stuff.
Well, that's wonderful. And Sue, do you play drums or anything?
No.
No? But
I do water plants.
you water plants.
Yeah.
That's good. No, you're what are the orchids are lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really lovely. Orchids are funny to me because they are so beautiful that they look fake
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True that.
Because they're shiny. You know, so what do you do to make them shiny? Do you like oil them or something? You don't
No.
like oil 'em?
Shiny.
There's no you don't buff them up.
No.
They have a nice sheen. So, all right. Well, that's really wonderful.
That was lovely.
Well, what other highlight maybe, because I know that you've worked so closely, and I need to say that you have been such a motivating person in my life as a friend. We sometimes joke that we were separated at birth, even though We technically have no relation, but we had artist relations.
We did have that.
We had artist relations, and then that turned into like friendship and family.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And so I appreciate you so
Getting
much.
to know each other.
Getting to know each other. So, what advice would you have to any young drummers or plant people?
Get the fuck out of the business. don't explore either option.
Okay.
You know,
No plants, no drums.
no plants, no drums.
No plants, no drums.
You know, steal a van and go to the West Coast and hitch a ride on a boat
Okay.
and go to Hawaii.
Okay, so, that sounds great. That's a really good. So what if someone says, okay, fuck you, I'm going to be a plant person and a drummer. So then, having not deterred them, what piece of information would you pass forward to them as a pearl for them to carry forward in their role?
Well, in the plant business, my pearl would be try not to kill everything.
Okay, there we go. Keeping it real.
You know,
Don't kill
and-
the plants.
and if you're in the music business, make sure you're rich enough so you can have somebody carry all your shit around and set it up.
Okay. Get a roadie.
Get a roadie. Full time.
Full time.
No
Okay,
shit.
Get a
you
roadie.
know?
All right.
Full time roadie.
Yeah, that's the drag of it.
You know?
That's the drag.
Then
of
you
it.
can just walk in like a king,
Yeah.
sit down,
Yeah.
play your shit,
Yeah.
and walk out.
Yeah. I mean, you saw my setup. I don't know if you noticed my setup on the video. I was showing them video of me playing a festival with a group in Siberia, Russia, and I had one cymbal and some hi-hats. Mostly because traveling with cymbals is drag. But I'm grateful for every
Yeah.
single cymbal that I have.
Well, I
but I
know
just
this.
don't want to lose it. You know, you always see so and so's.
What?
And hello.
Well, the money, and plus once you lose, you never get them back.
I mean, yeah, I know many a drummer that's
Never
been
get 'em
like
back.
trying to get, just recouping.
You know.
And you know what? I fell in love once with a cymbal, and it got stolen, and it broke my heart, and I said, never again.
Yeah,
Never again.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And that's probably the symbol. She must have called me up 20 or 30 times that it had gotten stolen.
We're back to this. So, well, I'm really grateful that both of you are in my life. I'm really grateful to
Yes, we
not
are
be
with you.
one of your toads. And
You're a toad.
I think the piece of information that you've given me that I always carry with me is you always say, it is what it is, Frae. It is what it is.
That's it.
Maybe we'll close it up and you could just do it is what it is.
It is what it is.
There we go.
And that's it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.